welcome to Spency Sees It or experiences it. Well, thank God for state insurance, because I'm sure the evaluation I just had done was very expensive. Been living with ADHD and dyslexia, my whole life. There wasn't dyslexia, there wasn't ADHD back when I was in high school. Anyways, I been treated for ADHD for the last 17 years, off and on. I have a learning disability. When I was in college, I got accommodations. I was able to take my tests in a room all by myself, and I got double time to take the tests. And if there's no distractions and the room's nice and quiet, I have no problem being a 4.0 honor student. Put me in a room with a bunch of distractions and I can't even get a test finished, let alone at the level I'm capable of. Anyways, I just did my first ADHD evaluation. For me, it was painful as hell, frustrating. All the little blocks, all these little psychological tests that my major was psychology, but have them done to you, it's a lot different. I was frustrated, just like wanted But it's amazing how powerful those tools are. All these little tests, but someone with a doctorate education can decipher them, and good ones anyways. Come up with diagnosis so we can get some help. Spence needs some help. And Spence has no problem with asking for help. So I'm on the other side of town, but I think I'm still gonna be able to make my meeting. That's the plan. God, I'm so great to have that testing done. So stressful, but well worth it. My mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health really is all contingent on me not drinking one day at a time. Sobriety. Picking up a drink, picking up a drug, and there's no need for evaluations. No prescription drugs will work. One hit of methamphetamine and you destroyed any chance of Adderall ever fucking working for you for years. There's 25 milligrams of Adderall salt, which is 4 different salts, mixed as one. And then one hit of methamphetamine is 1,000 times more potent than that. And my God, so pleasurable. I mean, it's just incredible. And then if you have ADHD on top of it, holy shit. That first bump I did, that first little bullet blast of meth I did, and my God, I could think. I could think for the first time. I could do school. I could do anything. And yes, it does have all those effects. The downside, it's the most addictive drug there probably is. The new cure for AA. Oops, supposed to say that. The new cure for alcoholism. Methamphetamine. cannabis, heroin, switching one drug to another. That's not how it works, folks. The sad reality is almost nobody gets sober, and far, far, far fewer ever get off that shit meth. It's just too damn addicting, and you feel like shit when you don't have it. Your life revolves around the drink, revolves around the pipe, revolves around the needle. That's not living. That is one thing I didn't do. I got good veins. I didn't do the IVs. I didn't shoot dope. My friends did. Most of my friends were shooters. Shot their veins of shit. And then what it does to your body. God. There's nothing beautiful about the tweaker world. As you can see on Tweaker Geographic on YouTube. Sad shit, man. It's funny, but it's really sad. And the meth on the street isn't meth. You know, the government did a great job of shutting down all the precursors, all the chems to make meth at home. So that allowed the Mexican cartel and China, you know, I don't know what the hell they're putting on the street, but it sure isn't pure methamphetamine. And I grew up on that shit. I knew old timers that did dope for fucking 40 years. They still had their teeth. Now you look at people on that dope and new street drugs, look what they look like in a year or two. This is not good. The good dope days are over. I was probably just on the tail end of the good dope days. You know, on street level, you know. Because if you're rich, you got the money, you can have anything in the world you want. Women, drugs, cars, success. Oh my God. I am so grateful that I have a meeting to go to, that I have a sponsor, that I have a program, that I'm capable of being rigorously honest with myself and others. My failures, I fell a lot, especially with ADHD. The cost of having an ADHD mind, forgetting your teeth, having to go back, all the gas money for frickin' trips, forgetting your teeth, forgetting your cell phone, making a checklist the night before, preloading your car with whatever you need, because you'll forget it. But you just, you know, you just become accustomed to it. It's just how I am. It's what happens. So you try to, you know, you accept it. You make the best out of it. Like today, I haven't forgot anything. Today's a really good day. I got up. I made my appointment. I was there early. I usually got to get out of, I usually begin, if I got to be somewhere, I need to start 2 hours early. Which is so different than when I was spun. Well, I'll get there, but it might be 2 days later. Insanity. God. Impending doom and fear of living the alcoholic, drug addict life. God. I never had a moment of peace. Today I do. I hope people that are, if anybody watches this, I don't know why, can sense that Spency has peace right now. And I do. I am so grateful. This isn't my car, it's Robert's. Thank you, Robert. This car has cost me an awful lot of money, but I am grateful for it right now. This air conditioning is just so, it feels so darn good. You all take it for granted. But before this car, my only vehicle was my Goldwing, the yellow bike. In order for me to make it to the meeting, I'd have to put on sweats, long sleeves, soak down, and in 20 minutes I'd be dry. But I'd be cool. Shout out to Scottsdale Community College, where I graduated. Incredible people at Scottsdale Community College. I went back at age 40. I was 40 years old when I went back to college, and I was in pure fear. 8 years sobriety. And I went back, and last time I was there, I was an intro to algebra, and I walked out of that class, and I never went back. Then I found myself returning at age 40, and math, that was my greatest fear. Algebra. Shout out to Michael Littlecrow, one of the best math teachers I've ever met. Anyways, I take him, he's my first class, intro to algebra. In the first day of class, Michael says, every single person in this class will pass. I will make as many tests as you need to pass my class. And I'm just like, what the? I can't fail. When you remove failure from a student's vocabulary, they are going to pass algebra. They will pass intro to algebra, guaranteed, if you put in forth the effort. You know what? I never needed him to make me a second test. But just having that, knowing that I couldn't fail, that I would succeed. And eventually I went on to algebra and didn't get through trigonometry, but I made it there. Trigonometry for a psychology degree. What the? Of course, I'm pretty sure they downgraded that now. Hell, I probably got enough college credits as is to get a degree. The way they downgrade everything. Who knows? Anyways, digress, but Michael Littlecrow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everybody. Michael Valley. My good doctorate friend Tim Leary. Crazy. I went back to school and my friends were doctorates. They were teaching me. It was sort of cool. My God, making great time. It's 5:11. I was on the complete opposite corner of Mesa. Everything works out, folks. I just don't always like it, but if I'm patient, it all works out. Oh, man. grateful for my sobriety. I'm grateful to be alive. That's different. Everyone else fears death, and I don't. Learning how to fall in love with life again, or at least trying to. Life without the bottle. Life without the needle, the pipe. It's challenging, to say the least. I miss all my friends that are no longer here. God, I do. The ones that were in recovery, the ones that were clean, sober, tweakers like me, doing it one day at a time. That's all we have, 24 hours. I don't even have that because I try to sleep for 12. 12 hours of rest means 12 hours of fasting, which is good for my health. I've been sick, fat, and dying, and it wasn't all that fun. And it sure the hell wasn't happening fast enough. So, at the moment I have no money, so there ain't no money for the best medical care of Mayo, so it's all about prevention for me. Plus, I don't like being cut on. And I'm working towards yoga. That eventually is going to be the... Because I see old people, they're like 90 years old and they're still doing yoga. So, eventually yoga will be on the... Try to flex his body out some more. But for now, roller skating is my go-to exercise. I don't know, not the long rambling. So, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, and I'm out.